Good morning, Mr. Barlow. My name is Josh and I'll be conducting a health check on your XC60 today. To begin with, run at the near side front of the vehicle. Now this tyre at its lowest point is on 5mm, 5.5mm. There's no cuts or gouges in the tyre itself. All appears to be intact and operating as it should. Coming round onto the brakes, now the front brake discs are quite heavily corroded. The pads themselves though are on 5mm, so I wouldn't advise changing the discs until the pads are due. Coming round into the suspension components and mounts on the near side front, everything's intact and operating as it should be. There's no excessive movement, none of the bushes or the mounts or springs intact, and the shock absorber's not leaking. When across the axle to the offside front, the offside front suspension components and mounts are also intact. Slight twist into the boot on the track rod end, however, it's not split and it's not leaking. Coming onto the offside front tyre, this tyre is on 6mm. No cuts, 5.7mm. I don't know what's happening with my eyesight today. 5.7mm at the lowest point. We're coming round onto the brakes. Again, the brake pads on the front are quite corroded and lipped. The pads themselves are on 5mm, so there's some left. And coming down the centre of the vehicle, the exhaust is nice and secure, and there's no leaks down towards the rear axle. Coming down towards the rear axle components, such as springs, shock absorbers, bushes and mounts are all intact and operating as they should be. No excessive movement, any of the bushes or the mounts on the rear. And coming around onto the near side rear tyre, the near side rear tyre is on 6mm, there's no cuts or gouges in the tyre itself. Round onto the brakes on the rear, the brake pads on the rear are on 9mm, so you've got plenty left there. Slight bit of lipping occurring on the disc, but nothing to be concerned about just yet. And coming across the axles to the offside rear tyre is on 6.3mm at the lowest point, and again no cuts or gouges in the tyre itself. Coming down onto the brakes, the brake pads on the rear, again on 9mm, and the discs are flat. I'll pass all this information on to the service advisor and he'll be in touch. Thank you very much and hope you have a nice day.